Southern California has definitely been one of the most unexpected stops on our RV travels so far. And I mean, we haven't been traveling that long, less than a year, but still, it's been really unexpected and incredible. Past weekend has just been absolutely crazy. We were not meant to be in Southern California this early in the year, but here we are. We're planning to go to Albuquerque, New Mexico, but a huge winter storm just completely crushed a lot of places in the United States. And so Albuquerque was going to be getting a lot of snow, and they had actually got snow the week before. So we showed up, there's snow on the ground. We were not expecting that. And it's like, oh my gosh, we were not prepared for this. So we ended up like last minute trying to find a new place to stay, somewhere that was warmer preferably, because our heater had also broken that week, so we didn't have a heater in our bedroom, and it was so cold at night and freezing temperatures. I think it got to like 41 degrees back in our bedroom. It was insane, but we made the decision that we needed to leave. It took us hours to actually find a campground that was available in our network, and we finally did, and it was in Southern California. So we drove 12 hours from Texas to New Mexico on Saturday, and then we turned around and drove another 12 hours from New Mexico to Southern California. My favorite parts of Southern California have to be the views. I mean, it is just incredible. Words can't describe the beauty of the landscapes. And it's really weird because it's almost like it's a continuation of Arizona. I feel like I'm in Arizona. We're literally maybe 10 minutes from the Arizona border. So it kind of is just a continuation of Arizona into California, but it is so incredible. Out here, I had to make a quick pit stop because while I was out exploring the sand dunes of Southern California today, I came across this beautiful view, and this view is one that is right across from our campsite. So I see it like every morning. I'll look out and just see this mountain range, and it's just absolutely incredible. And so on the way to another sand dune, I was passing by them and I saw this road that I could cut off on and drive down a little bit and take some pictures and video, and it is just absolutely incredible. It is so beautiful. It's time to talk about the hardest hike of my life. And I've hiked Angel's Landing. Angel's Landing, you gain 2,500 feet of elevation in like a 2.5 mile hike. So that's difficult, but this hike was insane. And it was a hike that I made Chris do with me on Saturday. We are out hiking the Telegraph Pass Trail in Yuma, or outside of Yuma. As you can tell, it is quite windy, but it is a beautiful day to hike because we're both in shorts. We haven't been in shorts in I don't know how long. So Mississippi, beginning part of Mississippi, which was over a month ago. So I took the backpack because Chris wasn't feeling too well. I feel like I'm climbing Mount Everest. Like, this is so steep. I just, like, one step at a time. It's like in the last half mile, you gain over 1,000 feet of elevation. I feel bad. Chris was not expecting to do this today. Especially when we're going playing golf tomorrow. But that's fair, just we make mistakes sometimes. But he's being a good sport. And he doesn't have the backpack now, so he's good. I don't know why in my brain, I saw that it was a moderate hike on all trails and I was like, oh, it's not gonna be that bad. It's 5 miles, you know, 1,400 feet of elevation, like that's not bad. I don't know what I was thinking. We got there and the hike started out like pretty good. It was really nice, it was easy, it was beautiful, you know, I was stopping and taking pictures, you know, we're just kind of taking our time. And then we get to a section where you just see the top of, you know, you see all the like telephone poles. I think that's what they call them. They're not telephone poles, they're the, oh, what are they? Chris, what are the things called that were on top of the Telegraph Pass trail?
Cell phone towers?
Cell phone towers, that's what it is. Thanks, babe. So the cell phone towers were up at the top and we were like, like I wonder if that's where you go up. And then we saw the trail that was just so steep, carved into the side of the rock, and we just kind of stopped and we were like, oh my gosh, is that the trail we're doing? Is that where we're going? And I mean, at this point, before we had gotten there, we had only gained like maybe 250, 300 feet in elevation, and we were probably 2.5 miles into the hike. So literally the last half mile, or less than a mile of the hike, you gain over 1,000 feet of elevation. Oh my gosh, it was insane. We made it to the bus. I can't even talk.
We're not at the top yet.
Well, we're almost there.
Yeah, go up there still.
But there's just cell towers. I mean, you still get the same view.
So we're not going up any higher?
We can to say we did it.
We don't have to. I'm okay. It's about as far up as I went on Angel's Landing too, and it's still just as pretty.
It's beautiful. Thanks for joining me on this hike.
There you go, take me to lunch after.
I'll take you out to lunch. I'll take you on a date.
Now it'll be like 4 or 5 weeks, then a major championship, 4 or 5 weeks, then another major championship, and then 4 or 5 weeks, and then another major championship.
I'm proving that I got you some food. Then this week I was able to drive out to Picacho State Recreation area. And that was an interesting drive. I am currently in the middle of nowhere in Southern California. And when I say middle of nowhere, I mean middle of nowhere. Like, I'm not even on a paved road. I'm on a dirt road. Mom, Dad, forgive me. They worry about me when I do stuff like this. But I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. And I mean, I'm only going, 20 miles an hour. I am going to a state recreation area. Like, I am going somewhere. I still have about 10 miles left and it's gonna take me about 40 minutes. So we're doing big things today. I didn't go all the way. I got about 7 miles in. And honestly, the terrain just looked like it was getting really difficult, and the last thing that I want to do is mess Big Joe up, aka our wonderful, lovely truck that pulls our lovely house on wheels. So we need Joe to be in a good, stable condition to travel for 5 hours this weekend. So I didn't really want to put her in jeopardy. So I just stopped, and it was a great place to stop. There was like a little place for me to sit and have lunch and just enjoy a beautiful view. So you don't even have to go all the way back into the recreation area. It's not required, but there's signs that say that you need to have a 4x4 or a 4-wheel drive to get back there. And I definitely second that because it's not the easiest road to get back to, but it's just a really cool part. Again, it looks like Arizona. But yeah, Southern California has been incredible. I would love to come back here and explore it even more. Praying for safe travels. You'll have to stay tuned to see where our next stop is, because we are traveling this Saturday, which of course by the time this posts we will be probably out of that place already. But yeah, I just want to say that I am so thankful for this life and just the blessing that it is, and even just to be sitting here talking to you about this experience, as it just blows my mind what God is doing in Close to Creation, and the fact that I get to talk about pieces of creation with you and show you the beautiful places that I have been, that hopefully inspire you to get outside in your neck of the woods and explore, or even, come to Yuma and explore Yuma, whatever that is. I pray that this video helps you get closer to creation, helps you get out and explore, because this world is such a big and beautiful and magnificent place that reflects the beauty and magnificence of our Creator. And so yeah, just thank you so much for joining me in this time. I always love doing this, and I cannot wait to continue sharing our stops on the journey. So make sure to subscribe so you can figure out where we're going next, because it is an interesting place where we're going next. It does not reflect Chris and I's character like whatsoever. We are not huge party people, but we're excited to see the scene that is in the next place. I'm more excited about the hiking than anything, but yeah, so you'll have to stay tuned. So I hope you have a great rest of your week, and till next week.